Alright, look, I know I play and talk about a lot of shooters, looter shooters, battle royales, and whatnot on this channel, but what you might not know about me is that I'm, kind of quirky. And by quirky, what I really mean is that I just really enjoy the Monster Hunter series and every single aspect of it, not including the movie. It does, however, include a whole lot of games from the PS2 to the PSP, to the Wii, to the Wii U, to the 3DS, to the Switch, and now to PC. Monster Hunter fans will often complain that not enough North Americans or not enough of their close friends want to play the games. And then when you ask them why you should play the games, they go off on a 2-hour-long monologue about all the nuances of the series and why this game is better than that game. Why this one is too easy, but this one is too grindy. You gotta spend a lot of time farming rare materials. You have to learn 17 different playstyles. You have to play the game with the Japanese voices on, and also you need to remember these 50,000 other things if you want to enjoy the games to their fullest. Shut up.
Shut up.
You are doing more harm than good. Like, obviously none of your friends are gonna want to play a game if you make it sound like it's 200 hours of grinding your dinky with a cheese grater. I'm here to give you, or more importantly, your friends, a real rundown of Monster Hunter Rise, now that it just hit Steam. No bullshit, no weird lingo that you're not gonna understand until you've played for 50 hours. Cause frankly, if somebody tried to jam a whole wiki of information down my throat in 20 minutes, you know what? I wouldn't want to play either. So what is it exactly that you do in Monster Hunter Rise? Well, you hunt monsters with an erection. The progression of the game is pretty simple. You get a bunch of missions, or hunts, whatever you want to call them, all at once. You can do them in any order, and when you do enough of them at a specific rank, you get an urgent quest. Think of this like a boss quest for you to reach the next group of quests. It might be defeating a particularly difficult monster that you haven't fought yet, or maybe fighting multiple monsters at the same time. There are different mission types, and these range from hunting a big monster, hunting multiple big monsters, hunting a large number of small monsters, picking mushrooms, picking up wyvern eggs, or laying siege to a group of rampaging monsters. Now you might be thinking, okay, so how do you go about hunting these monsters? And my answer to that question is you don't. At least not really. It's not really hunting so much as it is just stalking them, waiting for the right moment, and then giving them a Detroit back alley beatdown until they die.
More like that.
Now there are 14 different types of weapons to choose from, and I know, sounds daunting because they all have their own playstyle, but it's less complicated than it sounds. Almost every weapon available to you is some kind of melee weapon, which you attack with using these two buttons, and possibly the right trigger, depending on what it is. The ranged weapons are a little different. Some of the weapons can block incoming attacks. Some of them have special meters that you can charge up to do special attacks. Some of the attacks can be charged, and one of them is just fucking annoying. There is a bow that you can use, which sounds like a long-range weapon, but it's more of like a short to medium-range weapon. It doesn't fire that far, and the damage drop-off is pretty high, depending on how far away you are. And then there's our good friends, the bow guns. If I had a nickel for every time I saw someone online actually using one of these, I wouldn't even be able to look at the dollar menu. Really quick, I'm just going to describe to you the average user of each of these weapons so that you know what to expect and maybe you'll know where you fit in. You most really like frozen yogurt and missionary set. You live by the motto, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, and you still manage to miss 95% of the shots that you do take. You either play completely alone, or you're oblivious to the fact that everybody that you play with hates you. So you can take the L from Lance right here, you can just put that right here, because only dorks use this. What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna poke me? Shut up, fuck you. You know that picture of Daniel and the cooler Daniel? That's you right there. You can guess who this is. You have literally never wiped after shitting, and you use that to empower yourself. And I gotta say, I'm kinda jealous. Dude, you played SSX Tricky once, and now that's just your personality. Your personality is SSX Tricky. Congrats. You are completely unbothered and unmoved by everyone around you, and you stay in your own lane. And you probably won't shut the fuck up about Wolf of Wall Street. You have no idea what's happening at any given time, but you know you're hitting something, and that's all that matters. Please see the previous weapon description. You don't exist. Sorry. If you use the hunting horn, you're gone now. Bye. You decided that you hate sharpening your weapon. You don't want to carry around bowgun ammo, so you said to yourself, hey, it's okay if I do mediocre damage as long as I literally never have to stop moving. You get 0 bitches. You get 0 bitches, and also you're slow as fuck. Aside from these weapons, you can place traps, use bombs, use other monsters to fight the monster you're hunting, and you can throw poop at them, whatever you feel like. When you defeat the monsters, you get to carve them and take materials from them, horns, teeth, scales, hides, all kinds of stuff. And you use those to craft better weapons and armor. That's basically the whole series right there. You just progressively kill bigger and cooler looking monsters to get bigger and cooler looking equipment. Rinse and repeat until the day you die. Now on paper, does that sound boring? Yes. Is it boring? No. Through the constant upgrading of your equipment, meeting cooler and scarier monsters, a fun in-game world, and consistently new in-game events, along with great gameplay, Monster Hunter Rise is a blast. I mean, I haven't even really taken time to gush about how fun the actual gameplay and combat is. Some of these hunts just turn out to these absolute knockdown, drag-out brawls with these monsters that feel fun. You feel like you're even with these monsters. You're going toe-to-toe against them. And it's fun. It's exciting. Playing with other people is also super fun because you can buff each other, you can distract the monster to help your friends, you can launch each other into the air to do some aerial Oh my god, I forgot about the wire bugs. The wire bug is this little grappling hook slingshot thing that you have that you can use to fling yourself all over the map and all over monsters, and you can do special attacks with each weapon with them. They're new to Monster Hunter Rise, and I gotta tell you, dude, they are a good addition to the series. You can climb walls with them, you can Naruto run along the side of a mountain, you can Beyblade down a monster's back, and I can use it to Beyblade into your mom's vagina. You've also got little helpers in the Palicos and Palamutes, which are just, cats and dogs in this world. They can heal you, you can ride around the Palamutes in the maps to get around faster, and you can send them on their own little expeditions to get you some extra loot or maybe some armor parts that you're missing. Now, I just want to say, this is not really a review of Monster Hunter Rise. I have not completed the game yet. I had the game for Switch, I pre-ordered it, literally never played it because I didn't have time, and then when it came out on Steam, I finally decided it was, time to make a video. I haven't completed the whole game yet. This is more so just an introductory video for people that want to dip their toes in the water and don't want to listen to some 45-minute video essay from some dude who does not know how to talk to people that haven't already played the games. I'm just gonna say right now, Monster Hunter World is already available for PC and Xbox and PlayStation. If you really want to get into the series, but are kind of shy about dishing out $60 for Monster Hunter Rise, Monster Hunter World goes on sale for $20 all the time. I think it's on Game Pass, so if you want to try the series, don't want to shell out full price for a brand new game, try Monster Hunter World. It's a little bit more grindy, but I think that the in-game world is much more immersive and alive, and you can catch little creatures and keep them as pets
In your house, and you can't do that in Monster Hunter Rise, and it was literally my favorite part about Monster Hunter World, and I wish they'd bring it back.
So try Monster Hunter World if you want to save a few bucks and still have what I think is an amazing experience. Or play Rise if you want the most up-to-date and constantly updated game. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you, especially if you made it this far. Make sure you like or dislike the video, depending on how it made you feel. Make sure you leave a comment and tell me how you felt. Or if you just want to gush about Monster Hunter, that's cool too. If you could subscribe, that would be even cooler. And make sure you stay tuned for the next video where you get to make the video. But I still take all the credit.